In this video, I will talk about top in-demand jobs in healthcare in Sweden, what it takes to enter this field, where are the opportunities, and why healthcare is a rewarding career in Sweden. If you are new here, I am Robi, a Tanzanian living in Sweden since 2015. I started this channel to share my journey and tips for thriving in Sweden. And trust me, navigating Sweden's job market is a big part of that. So, if you're into this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. And here are the top healthcare roles in demand. First, specialist nurses, especially in anesthetics, ICU, and emergency care. Second, doctors and surgeons. These are no doubt always in high demand, not only in Sweden, but in most parts of the world. And if you live in Sweden, you probably know how true this is, because to get a specialist doctor in Sweden, you can wait for months, sometimes years, unless it's super critical situation. And lastly, physiotherapists. These are vital for the Sweden's aging population. Let's talk about what it takes to enter this field. First is proficiency in Swedish. Fluency in Swedish is a must for all healthcare roles, to be honest. You will need to communicate with patients and also complete licensing requirements. To even get enrolled to study nursing or becoming a doctor, you must be able to speak and write Swedish very well. There are no courses offered in any other language than Swedish. But here's the thing, if you are determined, you can become conversationally fluent in 6 to 12 months. If you're doing it full time, of course. Second, to become a nurse, you will need a 3-year nursing degree. This means you must first complete a high school education. However, you can also become an assistant nurse, which is at the same level as a high school education. So you just need to complete your secondary studies and be fluent in Swedish, of course. And when it comes to doctors and surgeons, this can be a little bit challenging. We all know that medical degrees take several years, and if you're coming from abroad, your license must be recognized by the Swedish authorities. So most likely you'll be required to take some supplementary studies and some internship to be able to work in Sweden. For physiotherapists, the path is slightly shorter. It's like similar like a nursing degree. So typically it's a 3 years program, but certification is still required. Just a quick reminder, if you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video on how to navigate life and work in Sweden. Now, let's dive deeper into regions where healthcare opportunities are booming. Big cities like Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Malmö, healthcare workers are always needed, but competition can be higher. On the other hand, smaller regions in like northern Sweden, like Norrbotten and Västerbotten, think about Kiruna, Umeå, often offer better job security and incentives like relocation packages for healthcare professionals willing to move. Because trust me, it's so cold over there and nobody wants to live there. Next, let's not forget why healthcare is worth considering. First, job security. Shortages for nurses, doctors, and physiotherapists is only projected to increase in nearly every region 10 years from now. Second, competitive salaries. Nurses can earn on average between 28,000 Swedish crowns up to 40,000 per month. And specialists can earn significantly more. Doctors, on the other hand, are one of the highest paid people in Sweden, earning an average of 80k to 100k. Third, meaningful work. By working in healthcare, you are directly impacting lives. How many careers can say that? Lastly, here are the practical tips on how to get started in this booming industry in Sweden. Learn some Swedish. Focus on getting fluent first. Programs like SFI, which is Swedish for immigrants, are a great starting point and free of charge for Swedish residents. Second, research your path. If you are already trained, check out the Swedish National Board of Health and Welfare for credential recognitions. I will link it in the description below. And if you are looking to start afresh, look into nursing or physiotherapy programs. These are practically very short programs. Third and last, consider rural areas. We all know that small regions can offer better opportunities. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and check out more videos in this series, Work in Sweden, focusing on how you can find a job fast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hej då!